Well,
Yeah,
here we are once again.
man.
Another successful season
I ain't even
of
got my little candle lit. I just got me a little candle lit, got me a little smell going on and stuff. You heard me?
the candles from Bed Bath and Beyond or
Bath and body, yeah.
Bath
Yeah.
and Body
Bath
Works.
and
You got,
Body
hey,
Works.
Bath
My
and
bad.
Body.
All right, all
Yep.
right. I got to get on it. I got to get on it.
Set your boo right.
Hey, money.
What up, Manny?
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna put it up. Emilio. Kind of
Maybe
like,
after another glass of this
Hey.
tequila, I'll probably be
oh,
able to,
that's
you
what it
know.
is.
I don't know. I can't. I'm horrible. I can't even spell in English for real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord,
We missed you a couple of weeks. Man, what's been going on?
I know, right? Tell me. Okay, got it. I remember that. I remember that.
Emilio means tell me. I know. Okay. That's
I
another.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't
I'm
know.
adding it. I'm adding it to my Spanish repertoire.
Right.
Right on, right on.
I gotta do the same
We've
thing.
been
So
missing you too, buddy.
for reals, I actually I was just me, Bubby, and Lonnie just walked in the door coming from over his house.
Oh, Dimelo. Is it Dimelo?
Di Melo. Di
Dimelo.
Melo.
We're gonna have to have a Spanish word of the day, Manny, and you're gonna
I
have to
know, right?
get us
Hey,
up on that.
hey, that'll be a good little segment for the show.
Or a Spanish phrase. Spanish
Right.
phrase of the day.
Yeah, yeah. That
Dímelo.
that'll be nice. You know what I'm saying? We'll be Duolingo. You know what I'm saying? I can
Right.
use the help.
Hey, I told y'all I'm already working on my Spanish. I can do a whole dental exam in Spanish
You can
for
do a
work.
whole what in Spanish?
A dental exam.
Oh, for real?
Pretty much. Yep.
That's what's
Straight
up.
up.
The girls that work been teaching me, the Spanish speaking girls.
Okay.
And
That's
and
what's up.
there's also a professor there, and he's like your Spanish is getting really good. I'm like,
Yeah, take advantage of that. Yeah, definitely take
yeah,
advantage of that. You know.
yeah.
I dig it. I'm gonna try
Like,
something.
but they talk like Spanish is so fast. They talk so fast.
It depends on which culture that's
Okay,
speaking it.
so
Because
here's the
Mexican
thing.
is
I'm
different than Puerto
learning
Rican and
from several Spanish speaking because I have a student that's
okay.
from Spain and she's teaching me, and I have a coworker who's from Mexico, Mexico City, and then my other student is from Cuba. So they all have
Cuba.
different dialects, and yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be like,
I think it's passionate, Manny.
it's
It's
very
romantic
yes.
when it's romantic when it's spoke slow, but I ain't
Oh,
never
when
heard
they
it. I'm
get
like, dang, I ain't
excited,
never. It's
when they
always,
get
it always sounds
excited,
like an exciting
baby.
language. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So just to throw it out there, like we grew up knowing a lot of Cubans, and they speak Spanish differently than what you'd hear the Puerto
mm,
Rican dialect.
Hmm.
right,
So
right.
they do speak kind of fast. I remember listening to
Yeah,
them
cause
talk and being like, "Mira," like
yeah, it was a
all
whole
anime.
lot.
And
It was
I
a
was like,
whole lot, a
"What?"
Mm,
whole lot of. It was a whole lot, a
Yeah,
whole lot of.
like
So
the
fast.
only way Sierra talk calm was when you caught him in Granny kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Cooking. That's the
yeah.
only time he was calm. But when he was outside and he was just being him, it was fast paced. You know what I'm saying? It
Very
was yeah.
fast.
Hmm.
So
Man,
my
I love
student that's from
Sierra, man.
Spain, my student that's from Spain, she speaks very fast. As my student that's from Cuba doesn't speak as fast. And then my
Okay.
Mexican coworkers, they just be all over the place.
Yeah,
So
Gotcha,
it
gotcha.
yeah.
depends on what they talking about with the how fast and how slow they going. So
Here's an interesting thing about this. Something that I really never actually understood about this movie. Why did they have Al Pacino playing Scarface?
I mean, he fit the role.
He could do the role, but I'm sure
He
that
could
there
do the
were
role.
more than enough
Yeah,
brothers
at
and
that time.
sisters from
Yeah.
our Latin communities that could have actually given an authentic.
But like back then, who
Do
was
you think we the
really?
first people to ask that question?
No, I'm sure we ain't.
I know, but I mean, but back then, like, were there really a lot of
Carlito's way was good
Carlito's
though.
way was nuts, yeah. But yes, there were. There absolutely
who was
were.
back then though?
Yes.
There was a lot
I mean, let's
of
if
Latin
Oh,
you
I just
actors.
talk
yeah,
about that.
yeah. Even if you
Like
think of
who?
I Love Lucy, right?
Rick,
Ricky
There was
Ricardo.
representation, Ricky Ricardo, right? There's always been representation when it's been actually needed for certain types of roles and stereotypes in Hollywood. But for a movie like Scarface, where the main character should have been of the actual, and it ain't even like Scarface is the only movie that this has happened in, right? But
It's not.
right,
I
but
get you.
proper
Elizabeth
representation.
Taylor played
Well,
Cleopatra.
no.
Right.
Who you get though? You get Luis Guzmano or somebody? You get
Why not? There's been John Leguizamo. There's actually John Leguizamo has it's like a monologue that is absolutely fantastic. I've been catching
I love
snippets.
John Leguizamo.
I
I do
love him.
too.
I love him. That's
Dude is
why
that
the name came up first. You know, due to relation to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that. I just always wondered that. Like there have always been ridiculously good actors and actresses that could be portrayed in Hollywood to fill these certain types of roles.
hmm
From the Hispanic or Latin community, the Black community, Native American community. But Johnny Depp played what? He played a Native American.
Tonto.
Hello.
Come on, man. They had your boy Tom Cruise as the last samurai. You
That's the
know,
last samurai.
you know, talk about it. You know,
Right. And so I'm just like just trying to figure this part of life out.
Raul Julia.
Yeah, Julia. So I just don't understand it. Like why aren't the proper people getting those actual roles again? Like Wanda said, Elizabeth Taylor played Queen of Sheba.
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra, my bad. She played Cleopatra.
when did Scarface come out? The 70s.
Wasn't it like in the 80s? It had to be
Hold
like
on.
early
80s.
80s,
That's a
right?
damn good question. Let me look that up.
So we're gonna look at the time frame and really.
Can I be honest with y'all about something though?
What's that? Don't say you ain't like it.
I've never really seen Scarface.
Huh?
That's what she about to say.
I've never really seen Scarface.
Wow. You never seen Scarface? Okay.
Not like it's been on, and it's been on, but I have not.
It's a long movie though.
It's very long. It is so long.
Yeah, December 9th, 1983 is when it came out.
Oh, I was born that October. I was born October 83.
Yeah.
You said Cubans
So
hate?
yeah, there you go. Well, because I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, look how it cast them. Like they just drug mafiosos, and that's all they do.
But
It's
Michelle Pfeiffer has been acting for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because Michelle Pfeiffer was in that movie. She had to be like 12.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was his little boo thing.
Jesus, I missed it. I didn't even trip off of that, but yeah.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was in that movie, and
Yeah. So yeah, and that's so
is that a thing?
it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. I've had multiple different conversations with various brothers and sisters from that diaspora, and yeah, it's absolutely a thing. And I didn't know it, but I got hip. I got hip a couple months ago to what it was.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and I'm not the guy to speak on it because I'm not,
You're not
a quote unquote expert on that. So
yeah.
but yeah, it's absolutely a thing. I don't know why I can't get my mic to stay up tonight.
It's
I have an issue.
lazy.
Oh, it's my fault.
Lazy. Get yourself together, lazy.
It's my fault. I done did too much. That's what it is. I done did way too much. But anyway, so yeah, it's a thing. I had to fix this later. I don't want it to keep messing with my sound. It's a thing, and it's unfortunate.
It is.
Various different ways.
Yeah.
All right. So how y'all week been going?
I'll let y'all start. I got a lot.
Gosh.
Then you should start. You probably been take 15 minutes then.
That's why I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and knock y'all's out.
Week been pretty solid. Weather warming up a little bit. We're getting a little rain though, but next week's supposed to be back treacherous again weather wise.
Oh,
Well, it's supposed to drop again, temperature wise. But outside of that, man, everything been solid. I got out of work early today. Told Wanda went to work 7. I was at home by 9:30. Didn't know what to do with myself. Man, the kids went to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Five Below, Total Wine. We just cruised the city for a little bit. Let them get some nerve blasters. We all had a little nerve war this evening. The evening been kind of calm. Got all my flooring. Next week, dude's supposed to come starting Tuesday, start laying my basement floors for me.
Okay.
I'm looking good. We chilling right here.
What kind of flooring you getting laid?
Hardwood
or
no, this the little planks. They got this waterproof planks type stuff that we finna have put down.
Okay.
I thought I had a little sample over. I thought I had the sample right here because I was gonna show you, but I'll get it in a minute. But
all
yeah,
right.
I'm prepared for that. Just trying to finish up the casa. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Let me send out a couple of texts real quick.
What about you, Juan? How's your week been?
The week has been cool. Work been real slow. The students not there, so we just doing little things here and there. Trying to stay busy for the most part. I took a nap today though. So it's been cool. The weather's been getting up there. Like yesterday was like 50-some degrees, but it's a little chillier today. So sinuses draining because all this weather change.
Oh, so y'all out there having heat waves, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Other than that, I guess it's been all right. I went and got my nails did today.
Okay.
After work, got my nails did, and cause I didn't want to go into the new year with booty fingers. So
with who?
With booty fingers, y'all know what booty fingers is.
Oh, the long nails.
No, booty fingers is when your fingers just look like trash. Like they all. Let me see. Hold them up.
I got booty fingers.
I got booty fingers. I don't know.
Y'all can use some manicures. Y'all leaning towards booty fingers.
Oh, we getting towards the booty fingers.
Yeah. So.
Hold
up. And I went and got me some Smoothie King because I wasn't really hungry. There you go.
Yeah.
You doing good.
Yeah.
Hey Lo. Let me see.
So with these fingers, we like American booty scratchers. Oh. Okay.
Oh no! Shots fired from Manny.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah.
Good. Christmas. How'd y'all Christmas go?
It was cool. I ain't even front. Like it was. I hosted at my house this year.
That's right.
We ate all day. It was actually over a little early, like earlier than I thought it was gonna be. It really, I was like, it's 8:30 and everybody going home. Bed. Go ahead and hop in the bed.
Right. Right. Is Tail still at home?
Huh? Yeah, he's still here. He's
All right,
downstairs.
good. That's wonderful. I
He goes home on not
he is
home.
home.
He goes back.
I'm
That's
correct.
Wanda
True.
already,
he
you already trying
he
to kick him out. Look at
Right.
he
he go back
is
home.
now government property. He's
I
government issue.
he-
I have a G.I. Martell. I never
yeah,
had a G.I. Joe growing up. Now I do.
there you
So
go.
Go, man.
a G.I. Joe for his Barbie. So
So Zoe, I'd like to hear something about that story.
what?
I'm just saying. I'd
What
like to
is going on?
I'd like to hear about it. Somehow.
That's
some way.
crazy.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Come on,
So
Jigga. Don't give us
all
this
right.
story you got.
So hey Mal, hey, happy birthday,
What
Mal.
up, man?
Hey,
It's-
When was Mal's
Mal.
birthday?
it was what's today? What's today? Friday? Mal, your birthday was yesterday, right?
Oh, also, today's my brother Eddie's birthday.
Yeah, that's
Happy
right.
birthday,
Happy
Spoonie.
Shout out,
birthday,
Cuzzo.
Eddie. Spoonie
Mom's
love for
birthday was
lady.
Wednesday. We
Yeah,
had a good time.
that's what's up. And Bubby's birthday was on the 27th.
Yeah, there's a lot of December birthdays.
Oh, she said
Wednesday.
my mom's birthday. Look at
Yeah,
happy
it was
birthday.
Wednesday.
You and my mom share the same birthday.
Happy birthday, Mal. That's dope. I love it. I wish I could have been there
Happy
to sing.
birthday.
And our cousin Tip.
Feliz
Tip share the same birthday.
cumpleaños.
Yeah, Tiff birthday too.
Tip
Yeah.
and mom share the same birthday.
Yep. Feliz
Go ahead, Jigga. You
cumpleaños.
cut you off.
Feliz cumpleaños aquí. Feliz
Press the
cumpleaños
happy birthday
aquí.
song.
Oh man. Hold on. There is one. Hold
Cumpleaños
on.
aquí. Feliz cumpleaños aquí.
That's all I can remember how to do. Manny, I haven't gone through all of the
Manny, like, press
all
the
the
button.
deals. All I can
I just
remember off
sang
the
it to
top of
y'all
my
in
head is
Spanish. Y'all didn't hear
thank you. Yes, that's why I was applauding.
Yeah, that's what we trying
You heard the
to.
applause?
it? Just sang it to y'all in Spanish.
Yeah, I gotta get back in.
I got my
and
smoothie
figure
on
out.
my shirt.
Hold up.
Gotta hide it with my hair. Got my-
I'm about to say
Okay.
camouflage.
No,
We
Oh,
got
that's right.
laughter and drums.
yeah, there's a
and-
lot going
well,
on
all
back
right
there.
then.
There's a lot going
All
on. I just
right.
can't remember. I can't remember. So I'll get it together though. I'll reprogram stuff that way. I have it on quick hit and say glass of movement one time for the one time. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. So I've had a great week, had a great Christmas, got my kids here with me, and we've been kicking it, and they have been stretching my limits as far as cooking is concerned. I've been in the kitchen all day, every day since the
Because kids is
24th.
always hungry.
Holy
They
cow.
always hungry.
I got so much food in my refrigerator. I can't cook. I don't want to cook anymore because we got to start eating leftovers. We got to start eating leftovers. Like I'm not going to get no black eyed peas for tomorrow to make because I got too much food.
My sister-in-law, I don't eat black eyed peas personally, but my sister-in-law bought black eyed peas, so it's a bag of them on my counter. I'm trying to figure out who cooking them.
I got put so much doggone sugar on those joints. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that part.
Like, how do y'all get past the texture?
It depends on how you cook them and how long
Yeah,
you
it
cook.
depends. Yeah, like I like
All
beans.
beans have the same texture.
They don't.
I don't
No,
like
no,
beans.
nah,
They
not at all. I
really,
love
really
beans.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, put some ham shanks in and put some turkey necks or something. I mean, I love beans, but
Can I get to the yams? That's what's really.
yeah, the black eyed peas. Oh, I don't know if it was just a childhood thing or just eating so much of it every, so we ain't just eat it on the New Year. My old dude cooked that shit on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? As a meal,
Mhm.
and we like what we eat. You know what I'm saying? Like you got this big ass pot of black eyed peas. Like what we eat? You know,
No,
we don't
but we
like
always
that,
have to
man.
eat a spoonful on New Year's.
Yeah, mom's always made us eat.
Yeah, we gotta eat at least a spoonful.
So like I say, I just
But how
Oh,
can you
not
eat
sugar.
something that's like this? Just looking at you, looking back
It ain't
at
like
you.
that.
I actually enjoy making black
It's
eyed
just
peas.
like I'm a black eyed pea right now.
Okay. All right. Y'all see
Like
that?
I say, I can eat
Black
them,
eyed
but I
peas.
just know when I consume them, I know my sugar content just go through the roof
Oh yeah?
because I know that
So are they like
cause
naturally sweet or do you add sugar?
I
Because I
add
know the
Oh,
sugar.
ones that I've
you add
had,
sugar to yours.
I
the
add
Okay.
ones
sugar to
I've
mine.
had
Yeah.
have been sweet.
Whenever they get whipped up and they done their final product, I don't care what it is. I still
Yeah,
I
you put in the
I,
sugar.
I coat it with sugar to eat 'em.
I
I
know,
I'm
Manny,
gonna
I'm
come back. I'm gonna
wilding.
come back to how my day was in a second, but I just want to throw this debate out here real quick, just in case folks didn't know it was real. For your grits, if you eat grits, sugar or no sugar?
Sugar.
Sugar and butter all the way.
Okay, so it's weird to me that people think
Salt and
sugar
pepper.
don't
Go
go
on
on
grits.
grits. Sugar
Yeah,
goes on grits, world. I just want
Yes,
everybody to know that.
they do.
yeah, it
Sugar
does.
and butter
See,
all the way.
look,
Yeah,
my bro, bam, sugar.
sugar
I
butter.
mean,
Yeah.
but like when I eat my shrimp and grits, it's definitely more savory than sweet.
See, even mild.
And it's crazy because like my kids call they grits rice. So we like when we eat white rice, we eat it with sugar
Right,
and butter.
sugar,
You know what
sugar
I'm
and
Oh
saying?
butter.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In the morning,
And
yeah.
that's the same way they eat. Yeah. So in the morning we eat rice with sugar and butter. Or if we ain't got
Yeah.
grits, we eat rice. If we ain't got rice, we, you know what I'm saying? Like so they
Right.
consider they grits or rice. So yeah, sugar and butter go on both of them products.
So it's
Yep.
it's a thing. Like if you eating white rice in the morning, like for breakfast, sugar goes on rice in the morning.
He say
Grits.
grits is rice. No, I'm saying my kids, my 6-year-old kids call
Yeah.
rice grits.
It's all the same to them.
It's the
It's
same
all the
texture
same to
to
them.
them. It's the same texture to them. Is yeah. Grits are a little bit more grainier, but it's still you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once you
But
put that butter and sugar,
my sister does not like grits, but her kids love grits. My sister Alice hates grits. She will not eat grits. Like
Yeah, but she
period.
didn't even like Jameson and Sprite. So you know, orange
I'm
Jameson
glad
and
you
Sprite.
said that. We'll get to that in a minute because
Yeah, give me
My
1 second. I
sister
think
hates
somebody's having a
grits.
bit of a breakdown. Y'all go ahead, carry on. I'm finna fix something real quick.
Okie dokie.
look at the
No,
face. Look at the no. Let's commentate
grits
this
is
one. Let's commentate this right now. Let's see what he.
okay.
What are you doing?
Like, what
Look,
the hell is
let's
going on
commentate.
over
Let's
there? He can't
commentate
even
what
do
we
it
think
right.
going on
He
right
can't
there
even
on
get
that
mad.
face.
He can't even scold
He
properly.
Because
good.
he's
He
listening
good.
to us still. Right. He's still listening to
I
us.
should have turned y'all off. I can't.
I was finna commentate that whole
His
thing real
cousins
quick.
just got him out of something. His cousins just got him out of something. I promise.
Because that's the same face I make when
Look at this.
Tobias doing something
Look
around
at
this
this.
camera.
Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. Look at
Right.
this.
Look at
Look
him.
at this.
Look at him.
Somebody look at
Look,
this. Come look at this.
look, my big guy. So okay, trying to bring it back around full circle, right? So got my babies, been cooking up a storm, been cooking up a ton of stuff. Made prime rib, greens, pork loin, chicken,
So,
and something else for Christmas, right? That was a Christmas meal.
Sounds
And
yummy.
when I say prime rib, it was a thick, and it is a thick prime rib. We still ain't finished it. So I gotta cut it up and put it into something else before I
I
go
like you
batter.
slice that joint up and make some grilled cheese.
Hey, it's not lost.
Get
Sari was
you
using
some
it.
garlic toast and get you
Right.
some good cheese. Make you some grilled cheese. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, Sari used it in her. She made some fancy noodles
Okay.
the other day. I was peeping how she was doing. I saw you, baby girl. I saw you. Good job on that. What? The noodles was bad. She said her noodles tasted like booty.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, better look next time. At least they smelled great. They smelled
Booty
great.
is an acquired taste, from what I
It
understand.
is. It is, and it shouldn't be everybody. So I made all that.
Oh my god!
Oh, I almost forgot. That's just for jokes, and then Yeah, there we go.
There you
So
go.
so I did all that, right? That was for Christmas. Not to mention the gifts, right? And I should have put a picture because I made sure that they had a lot of good stuff this year. I was really,
Oh,
really
that's
thinking about them,
cool.
and I wanted to make sure they got a lot of the stuff that they asked for. Now, remember, like a couple of weeks ago, I was just out there, right? And hanging out with y'all, and we did what we do. We family bloodline. We did an impromptu live. That very
Yeah.
next day, after I drove back, we started looking at the weather that was going about to happen out there. And this is where everything started turning kind of back like bad for me because I ended up having to leave a day early, right? Like didn't want to leave a day early. I had to, and it cost me a lot of
Yeah,
money
because
because
you would
I
have
was trying to
gonna
make
get
it
caught
home.
up in this mess.
Right. So I ended up having to all the flights were getting like taken up as soon as possible. That's hilarious. A lot of people
Yeah.
were buying up flights. So everything was unavailable except for one flight. And that one flight ended up leaving at like 5:30, 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. And so that's the one. All right. I'm coming back. I'm back now. I'm back. My bad. So that's the one I ended up getting on the 5:30, 6 o'clock flight. That's the one I hopped on. But that flight would have taken me from Missouri up to San Francisco, and I would have been stuck in
Okay.
San Francisco, and I would have had to catch an Uber from San Francisco to San Jose, which is where I actually flew out of. And my
Okay.
Uber was going to cost me about $150. Yeah. So what ended up happening is as I continue flying, still checking flights or whatever, I got to LAX, and instead of flying in San Francisco, I found a flight that was going to be going to San Jose. I wanted my car. So I went up to the counter, rescheduled my flight, cost me another $100. And
Gee
the
whiz.
problem with that was while I was at the counter checking in to get a new flight, my bag was being loaded for San Francisco, the flight for San Francisco, and they couldn't stop it. It was too late. So I continued with the flight to San Jose because I was just wanted to get in my own vehicle, right? So
Okay.
I fly to San Jose, and then I have to drive to San Francisco. And if you ain't familiar with the area, it can be between, depending on the day, a 30-minute drive or a 2-hour and 30-minute drive because of traffic. Fortunately, it only took me 40 minutes to drive to the San Francisco airport. So I got to the
Okay.
airport, and I thought I had gone to the correct terminal to get my bag. No, I was at the wrong terminal. So after parking my car and then walking and yada yada yada, I go back out, and I wasn't even in the terminal for like 10 minutes. I go back out, and I've got a $20 parking lot fee that I got to pay. So I'm like, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, over. This is ridiculous. Whatever.
Right.
So I get to the other terminal where the Southwest place was, and I actually, I go in and I get my bag. Took me another 10, 15 minutes. I go back out, get in my car, and I go to leave. This time it cost me $40. Didn't make any sense to me, but I got to get out of this terminal. I got to go home.
Oh my God.
So the drive from San Francisco airport down to my house is about 2.5, 3 hours. So I finally get here, and then on the drive, I'm trying to strategize how I'm gonna get gifts and wrap the gifts, and we still got the FBL, and we got to yada 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 yada. So I get everything done, get my kids, we get back home. Christmas happens. It's beautiful. The 26th was Candy's birthday, so shout out to my baby sister in heaven.
Yes, we miss you, like.
Rest in love, birthday. Yeah. And then I look at my tires, and well, my tires are looking pretty bad, very bad. My front tires.
Oh.
Look. So again, just to remember, a reminder of where I live. I am the nearest actual town to get to groceries or anything like that is about 30, 35 miles away. So if I drive out in town to go, I don't know what happened with Dirk.
There
So
you go.
there he is. So if I drive out in town, just to actually go shopping. It's at least a 70-mile.
He like, look, you see
Right.
what I'm doing, bruh. Get these damn kids.
Right. So it's at least a 70-mile trip.
It's
Anyway,
Friday.
45
You know
right,
what it
45 minutes. Manny know because Manny has to drive it damn near every day. You muted yourself, Dirt. I'm trying to wrap this story up because there's a lot that's happened this week. Anyway, so I'm making all these trips. You got to unmute yourself, cuz yeah, I'm making all these trips. I'm putting tons of miles. Looking at my wheels. My wheels are bad. So I get tire replacement. We have a birthday party for Bubby. It's not good enough. Essentially, he's upset. So I'm like, okay, we'll redo this since we got time. We have another birthday party. Y'all know I don't bake. I will cook, but I won't bake. I'll be baked for the cake. And then a couple of days later,
Now, why Bubby didn't like his birthday party? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's just that's the fat boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
wasn't enough people. So
got it.
he needed to have a party.
He
So
wanted to turn up. Bubby wanted to turn up. Okay, got it.
So for the actual party, I ended up smoking 6 racks of ribs. I did 20 plus hot dogs. And again, this is every morning I'm waking up. We're doing pancakes, eggs, and bacon. Whatever they want.
I need to hire you as a personal chef.
Look, and I'm killing it. I'm killing it on the stove. So just a lot going on. You know, I ain't really had much time to sit down at all. It's just been go. And it's raining, so I'm waiting for the power to go out up here where I live, because I'm sure it's gonna happen.
That's what happens when it rains.
That's what happens when it rains up here. So a bunch of kids were over last night, pandemonium. It was great because I love hearing kids running around, having fun, playing, and they were running around. Yeah, they run around so much. Everybody, they sweating and everything. I was like, yeah, y'all get it. I appreciate that because the heat still ain't working in my house. So they're generating heat.
Oh my God. That is horrible.
Yeah, it's been one hell of a week. I've enjoyed it though. I got to be honest. I've made it work. I've made it work. My Christmas tree's still up. I was going to take it down. I decided not to. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take it down until after the first because of bad luck.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not making black eyed peas, because I got so much food in my refrigerator. It's hard to close at this point.
Well, don't tell your uncle that you ain't making no black eyed peas, because you need that for your luck.
Says the Christian.
Right?
I was about to say that's what I was about to ask. Do we now, as we are adults, do we believe those are like superstitions, or is there the fact?
I just think at this point, I just think it's like a traditional cultural thing.
Yeah.
So that's all it is to me.
My mama used to call me, boy, you wash all your clothes. You can't have no dirty clothes going into the New Year. I say, what?
Doing laundry as we speak.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have no dirty laundry going into the New Year.
Can't have no dirty laundry going into the New Year. You gotta eat some black eyed peas going into the New Year.
A man gotta be the first one to walk through your door. He gotta have money in his pocket.
You see what I'm saying?
You gotta have a broom by the back door, in whatever door, to sweep out the bag.
Bad luck, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of superstition. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like sweeping your mama's foot with the broom. You hear me?
Oh my God!
Don't do that.
Look, you see what I'm saying? Somebody.
So that's why I ate some black eyed peas growing up. That's why I did my laundry coming up into the New Year. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanted to say, I don't know if it's cultural, you know what I'm saying, just bias or whatever, but I bought into it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's definitely cultural. I don't know any of what
I'm gonna add my other friends, my culture.
Any other cultures do anything to prepare for the new year like we do? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
We can put it out on some of the pages. We can do a commercial for it just to ask and see what it is.
Because I think we do too much as people. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta eat your greens for your money, eat your black eyed peas for your good luck.
I'm eating my greens just to get rid of them. Damn it! I got this.
Let me ask y'all this question: do y'all scratch y'all palm or rub y'all palm if y'all hands start itching?
It depends on which one
Which
itching.
palm? It depends on which
The left
palm.
palm.
Something's coming in.
I
Something's
scratched the
going out.
left one.
Yeah.
See, I scratched my left palm.
I rub the right.
My-
Rub the
scratch
right.
My
the
wife,
left.
my wife. See, my wife, she rubbed her left hand. She said, "You
What?
scratching the money away."
Well, she better listen to Howlin' Wolf songs. Superstitious.
But that's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
let me know.
So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. As,
well, right.
as
And they
people,
get- yeah.
as people, do we do too much? You know what I'm saying?
You clap when your hands itch. You clap. So you just like when your hands itching. I guess.
So
Care
That's
to
my
explain
thing.
that to me, Manny?
But yeah, superstitions are they're just silly little idioms, and it's fun to partake,
yeah.
as it were. But
Yeah.
I don't believe in them like down to the core. So I've purposely gone through New Year's into New Year's without eating black eyed peas just to see what would happen. And I tell you what, that year was just as shitty as every other year.
Okay. I'm like, bruh. I swear,
But you
I walk like every year. I've upped the money that I keep in my wallet when I walk through my front door. I've upped my dollars every
Yeah.
that
time
was
I
my
walk through
reason
the
for
year,
asking.
and I still be like, why am I broke?
That was
Like
my
all
reason
these
for
bills
asking.
is still the
I'm
same.
just saying.
But it's fun. I mean, I guess like
Yeah.
it is what it is. So
And it's a silly tradition, right? As
yeah,
long as, and I think it's okay as long as you don't get so
traditions
far
are
into it.
important.
Yes, buddy. I can't hear you.
I think traditions are important.
They are.
I think
So
traditions are
speaking of the
important.
new year, what do you guys have planned for the new year?
Thank you for saying that. I'm going to post the link in the comments for anybody who wants to come on and share what the plans are for the new year, or if you have
For
a
your
topic,
new year.
question, comment, or concern you want to pose. On our last live of the year, now's the
This is
time.
our last live of the year.
It is the last live of the year. Also, something that needs to be said. We are switching up the day of the night that we do our lives from Friday. And I know everybody got used to Fridays, but we're going to end up switching them up to Wednesdays starting the new year.
Try to
So
midweek to see if we can catch more people, you know what I'm saying, at home doing they daily, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wednesday seem to be a bit more chill and laid back for most people.
right.
So, and I know Fridays, it's the weekend, everybody trying to get out and get ready to do their thing.
Oh, little hump day. I think that's what it is. It'd be more a hump day than anything.
Yeah.
And he said, "What? No.
You don't like the Wednesday? Talk to us,
You don't
man.
like
That's what we
Wednesday?
talk about. You wanted to keep people that always tune in to us, so we definitely like feedback.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
We will be
been over
trying
here
out
mixing drinks
Wednesdays to
all
see how
night.
that works. I see you over there with your little martini shaker.
Jig bought this for me. I've been over here mixing drinks all night. You heard me?
Oh my gosh.
I told you we're gonna do some tequila sunrises, some classic margaritas. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. I got some grapefruit juice. We're gonna do some what they Paloma.
Palomas.
That right there, like I say.
Yeah, palomas are great. Those are really good. Those are tasty. I love me a good paloma.
My wife, I am a red sour drinker, so I got all
You know
the mixed
what? Those used to
word?
be my favorite.
Hockey
Hi,
schmocky.
sir.
What's going on, big bro? Yeah, I know, man.
Speaking of hockey, no, I ain't gonna talk about hockey.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because Sir hopped in, I was just gonna,
okay.
you know, Blues struggling right now. That's all I know. But we gonna turn it up. We always do.
They won today, didn't they?
That's a good question. I didn't check and see.
Yeah.
I was
Sir, what you
moving
drinking on, man? No, you got you a cocktail.
Speaking of what y'all
cocktail poured
drinking
up.
on, I would just like to bring attention to.
Say what? Hold up.
Can y'all see that? Can y'all see
Wait
that?
a minute. Wait
Let me
a
pop me a
minute.
little tequila. Let me pop me a
There
little
you go.
tequila.
Y'all see that?
Just toss a little bit in there real quick, like.
I'm already
Y'all
sick.
see that?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Just one time for the one
For the
time.
bloodline.
Just one time for the one
Oh,
time.
Stella Rosa.
Yeah, I'm already
Hello,
drinking
Stella.
tequila, so I'm gonna do a little half a boy too. You know, oh,
I'm
let me
drinking
turn mine
tequila.
around.
This is tequila
All
as
right.
well. So,
Family bloodline.
What you
It
sipping on,
finally got.
Diggy?
Give me 1 second. I got to take this now since I've poured it in.
no,
I'm
you
with
don't.
it.
Mine been sitting here the whole
It's
time.
it's a
We gonna
must.
take it
We
at the
we
end.
here. We here. We here. I can pour another one
Oh,
before we get off.
well, my glasses is downstairs, so if I take mine now, I'm not taking another one later.
What is that about? Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, we have
Well,
shot
I'm gonna take it.
glasses.
We have shot
All right,
glasses.
y'all
I'm
ready?
taking this shot.
All right,
Salute.
one
This is
time for the
bringing
one
the new year. It's
time.
time for the one time. Beautiful.
Tangy.
I think
So
on Wednesday we need to do a complimentary shot every week.
you know what? I think that sounds like a good segment if we do what got you effed up and then cheers for the week. A cheers for the week. A cheers for the
Those
week.
interesting.
See, this is why I love this guy.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
since
I
we're
love to
showing
meet
off
you in
glass,
person, sir.
I have to show this glass, and it might be a little hard to see, but those little squigglies that y'all see on this glass, my baby sent this to me. But let me read off some of the stuff that these lines, these contours represent. Highway 64, downtown Clayton, Clayton Forest Park, Central West End,
Oh, it's a
Grand
map of the
Center,
moon.
St. Louis is right here. Yep. Downtown Clayton, Brentwood, Rockwood, Ladue, all of that. My baby got me two
Oh, that's
glasses
cool.
that
That's neat.
have, yeah, it's got Glendale, Webster Grove, Shrewsbury, Linwood, all of that on the hill.
That's what's up.
Tower Grove, it's got Tower Grove right here. So, 4100 Shaw, the block is on here also, is represented. Hey, glasses were absolutely wonderful. I'm
That's what's up.
happy about these glasses. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Oh,
the
sir,
south side on there, though.
Please stop hating, my brother.
The south side on there,
There's
though,
too much
big.
going on for you
Yeah.
to be hating.
Please.
Please
But
don't
it
be
is,
hating.
it is. Look, hold up. I'm gonna point it out. It even got Soulard on here. That's how deep it get. That's how deep it get.
Lord.
So right
That's all
down
there.
here, you find the south side, and as you go up, this is all south. It's all South St. Louis on it.
Sir, you can't come out here acting up and you ain't been tuning in for a minute. So I'm gonna need you to get your life. I'm gonna need you to get your life together before you come
all
on.
the
Okay.
way. So again,
Okay.
I'll post the link if anybody want to come through and let us know what they
What are
the
y'all
New Year's
doing for the New
plans
Year?
are.
What's up, Fatty Clay?
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all be seeing her about.
I be trying to.
Shit.
Sis gonna be she gonna be asleep. Her and her family gonna be asleep by 10 o'clock. I can
Oh
already
my
tell
God.
Patty gonna be asleep by 10 o'clock.
Shut up. Well, I will be at my brother's house. We're having a sleepover, a slumber party. Hey girl, hey. That's my boo. She said, "Don't do her." Hey, if you see anybody over the age of 30 up past 9:30, they took a nap. They took a nap. Guarantee they took a nap. Oh, Mal, you outside, Mal?
Yeah, I feel that now.
You outside, Mal? Where you going?
Sis, they don't. Hey, do your thing.
Where you going?
Yeah, just don't go around Mountain View dancing like Antonio Brown because he blew it with that song.
I have no plans, but I don't know. I might turn it into like a little Spade Bones type of little situation. You know what I'm saying?
That's always a good time. That's always a good time.
It's just playing spades alone. You know what I'm saying? Can turn into an exciting. Oh, hey, that ain't no bad night either.
It is
the only
not.
thing is,
I laugh because that is dope. That's adulting, and this.
that's adulting. But I was about to say the only thing is I got to share it with the 6-year-olds, the twin boys.
But do y'all remember, like in our 20s and stuff,
Holy cow. Early.
we always had to be out, and
You
we
had to be
had to
outside.
be like,
Turn
and now we just
up.
like, I'm gonna be in the crib. I make my
Right.
own drink.
We
I make
look
my
at
own
everybody else.
food.
Oh my goodness. It's like them progressive commercials, you know what I'm saying? When you being your parents and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Because, you know what
Well,
I'm saying?
I
Because
used to bring my New Year's in the church, the night watch service. I don't know if y'all remember that. The
oh no, I
when
ain't never
you
did nothing like that.
yeah, we
I
had to
always
go to
been a
church.
heathen. I
We'd
always
be at
been a
church.
heathen and a hooligan.
I
We'd be
used
at
to
church at
hate the
9:30.
shut-ins.
Yeah, the night watch service.
Oh my
And
God.
we pray until midnight, and we have like a little service. And then at midnight, we drink our little sparkling grape juice, and we wait till all the gunshots stop, and then we go home.
And I always wondered, what the hell are we watching? Midnight
It's a,
watch party. Why was this a party and I'm sober? I don't feel good about this at all. I need to
yeah,
be
you're
somewhere
definitely
in these
sober in the
streets.
church house.
I used to want to be in the streets and doing it and getting after it.
Yeah. I'm like, sir, I don't know about the grandparents, but we coming our parents, man. I
Definitely.
just think about all the stuff you know, your people used to do. You be like, man, Pops, you old, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm riding with Jamie. Me and Jamie riding it, and I'm playing. There was some DMX come on. She say, "This from the '90s or the 2000s?" I say, "What?" She say, "This from the '90s and 2000s." And I had to trip off. My music is like 30 years older than the music that she's listening to nowadays, and she listening to it, and it's like playing the old school video game to the kids nowadays.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
where's the resolution in the game, Pops? Like,
What you talking about? Getting all this 32-bit.
Okay. These megabytes.
It's trash to the kid. It's trash to the kids nowadays on the stuff that we used to
But
do as
okay,
kids.
so
They're like, that's trash.
all week I've been listening to like 90s artists. Like I've been heavy on the Busta Rhymes. I've been heavy on the Missy Elliott. I've been listening to them all week. And like I've been like, where has music gone?
Oh, into the garbage.
Where has it gone? Like you don't get lyricism like Busta. You don't get creativity like Missy. Like
Hey.
where is it?
Funny man, he say that because that was the song that was playing. And the dogs is out, roop, 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 roop. The dogs is out, and we ride. And I'm in my whole little zone. I'm in there.
Killing it.
I'm
Right.
vibing. She look over at me like, is this from the '90s or the 2000s? I say, what? It's classic music.
I would have pulled up to the nearest metro station. Get out.
Yeah.
She didn't understand what was going on in the car.
What's up, buddy?
And then they like, Mama, put on Young Durk, Lil Durk, or put on something. I'm like, what? What's the little?
You put
Durk?
on that, and I did that. I say I put on her era music. Drill music in Chicago is like, it's always sad because they always talking about murdering their ops, or they either talking about some depression.
I know there's nothing happy in this music, like nothing.
It's murder or depression. It's like, this is what you listening to, baby?
Look, it was something that came on not too long ago, and I think I was with Maya.
Oh Lord, sir, really? Is this what we doing?
That's where he went. That's where he went.
God, we gonna get him out of here. We
It's all
gonna.
good. I still got my 12 flight.
Facts. So we were listening. Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, we were riding back from St. Louis back to Lee Summit, and a song. So we were taking turns listening to songs, and Maya was DJing and managing the music, whatever. And one of her daughters wanted to, they had a song played, and Maya and I kind of looked at each other like, this is garbage. What are we listening to right now?
But they was amped up.
Yeah, and it's so depressing. The kid, like the music, like I'm making
I'm
sure my daughter
effing
got
here
here.
for it, Manny. I'm effing here for it, Manny.
Like
Bring it back.
y'all,
I'm effing
y'all,
here for
y'all,
it.
dude, you 16 years old. Why you feel this bad about yourself? And why are you willing to sing and like influence other people to feel like this bad about themselves? What? No.
Well,
Dude, I'm gonna kill my mom. I'm gonna
Right. Like
kill my like what
this
is
I was
wrong with
little dude,
y'all?
16.
this
The
little dude was
I
talking
was
about
16, bro, the smallest guy on earth. And I had Rick Ross type, you know what I'm saying, personality.
mentality.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I was the biggest of the biggest, you know what I'm saying?
It
I don't
is.
So
know what this
emo.
I don't
It,
understand this era. Yeah, it's
it's
crazy.
hyper emo. It absolutely is. Like this guy, I'm thinking like this motherfucker might be like 60, 67, 80 years old. And he must have got caught up in life a couple of times, having 2 or 3, 4 wives, extra kids, can't pay bills. He must have had to like he didn't walk so much to get to a job that his feet are the soles of his shoe, literally just flesh on concrete. Like this guy's had a bad life. Look the little dude up, motherfucker, 17. Like what? How are you this depressed? And I'm not saying that 17-year-olds or even people younger don't go
And
through real life
I think
experiences,
this
but
what it is right here, right there. At like 19, 20, we was listening to I mean,
Master P.
well, 16, 17, we listen to Master
Uh
P, Wu Tang, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you
yes,
go
good
all
music.
over the map, good music, quality
But
music. If you listen
let's let's
to,
let's dial
we
it
had
back. Cause listen to
Outkast,
our
you know what I'm
parents' music.
saying?
We
oh
was
my
like,
God, yes.
We had
Yeah,
Outkast, we had Wu
yeah.
Tang, we
Yeah,
had,
we had Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music. We had that.
okay, the
We
AC
had a
aliens.
vibrant thing.
Okay.
we
Right,
had
we had
Twister,
AC aliens. Yeah.
we had
Yeah,
Bone
we had
Thugs and
Coke.
Harmony.
Look, hey, it
That
was
was our era,
Boom,
you know what I'm saying?
boom,
Like, when we
boom,
was really out
boom,
here,
boom, boom,
it was
boom.
the golden age. And now
We had great music.
jokers,
We had
yeah, these
great
jokers are
music.
like really, really sad that they gotta wake up and go to school. Get
I
your
know, like you ain't gotta do nothing.
get up out the bed, take your I wish, and I hate saying this because this goes back to the point of us becoming our parents.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
but I
there we
wish,
go, G. Jig, I told you, Jadawan took me to my first concert.
yeah, yeah, Smoking
It
Grooves,
was
the
the
Smoking Grooves
Fuji.
tour. Yeah, it was a
Come
Smoking
on
Grooves
now.
tour.
Come on
Absolutely.
now.
It was the
That was
Fuji,
class.
Cypress Hill,
That
Wu
was
Tang.
music.
I can't. Golly, that was. Hey, it was one of the dopest concerts that I've ever been to, even
And
at this
I
age in
wasn't
life.
really a hip hop fan. I wasn't really like hip hop pretty much is East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at the West, the South, it's different
Right,
movements, but hip hop is pretty much the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? And you know me back then, man, I ain't listening to no East Coast music, you know, then like
right.
I'm gonna be honest. The best concert I've ever been to, it was it was a Puff Daddy concert. It was a No Way Out tour, and there was everybody was there. When I say it was Puff, Jadakiss, and what was the name of that group? Jadakiss and Styles P, all of them. Little Kim, Usher, Busta Rhymes, Split Stuff. Like when I tell you that that was the best concert,
I
like,
disagree
but
with man.
Busta Rhymes could have done the whole concert himself, and it would have been like
Because of the
everything.
performance. He put on just
Yes,
such a great performance. Yes.
he does.
It was electrifying.
That was the first time I ever seen a grown man in draws.
I'm with Zoe. You know what I'm saying? We had R&B back in our day too.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to be careful with that comment, bro, because Maya is still super fine.
I'm
Oh
not talking
my!
about your Maya.
I don't know what just happened there, but
Both,
yeah, I
both.
understand what you're saying, Jig. Yeah, I agree with you,
Think
Jig. Jig. That was a good little segue, Jig.
I don't know what happened the other day when we was over at your crib, Wanda, but what I
What?
will say is Maya was like, she was supposed to send you a message to say, call her, Lord have mercy.
All right. Cause that girl, good Lord, that girl dragging a wagon. I had no clue.
I'm
I
carrying
had
the
no
gold.
clue.
Oh,
It
I remember
caught
the
me off
comment. Yes, I
guard.
do.
It
It
caught
caught
me
Wanda
off
off
guard.
guard. It caught Wanda off
It
guard. She like, wait
did.
a minute.
Like, jeez. It did. It caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's all,
So if
man.
y'all ever want to do girls looking asses too, yes, we do.
I mean, how can you not?
How
I'm
can you
just
not?
saying.
And as a married man, married women point that shit out more than anybody. They were like, baby,
Yeah.
you see that shit over there? I'd be like, I already peeked that. I peeked up. Hey, yep,
I know, but we just want you to know that we know that y'all noticed.
right.
That's it.
So we don't get
That's
in
it.
trouble.
That's
You know what
all.
I'm saying? Because fellas, if you disagree and be like, what? You in trouble. Because they already
Mhm.
know. You done peeped
We
it
already know
already.
that you
You know
saw
what
it.
I'm
Don't
We
even,
saying?
already
hey,
know.
gents,
Because if
don't
we
even
noticed
lie
it, we
about
know y'all did.
Stop
it.
playing. You know, your woman know you. You know what I'm saying, bro? So,
Don't
My
catch
man
the eye,
is not an
fool.
ass man though. He like booties. So
but
I be
he done
like,
peeped it, though. That's what I'm saying. He done peeped it, though. You know, like, damn.
yeah, definitely.
But, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is gonna be a weird ass segue, but it's something I wanted to mention. I wanted to throw out here real quick.
Okay, what's up?
And that's the Passport Boys. I don't know if y'all have caught wind of the Passport Boys and seen what that's about.
Yeah.
You
Care
ain't here?
share,
Hey, dig. We got
care
to get into
share.
this coming into the next year, but we got to do some research on this. So, Passport Boys are bros. I'm sorry, I don't want to call them boys because they're grown ass men. What you got, man? What you doing? Okay.
No, sir. Our
So,
R&B nowadays is just effing. I was finna say the word. It's just effing nowadays. It ain't no. I don't know, but a lot of our R&B artists back in the day, they was kind of toxic too. You hear me? They was doing some
oh,
stuff that
absolutely,
I
they were.
mean,
They were horribly toxic,
they were
but
toxic,
it came
bro.
in such a smooth manner that it took you another 10, 15 years to realize what you were singing.
because Genuine just wanted to get in my jeans.
Hey, look,
He didn't care
Aaron
if they
Hall.
was he
He
like
was a
he
single
didn't care if they
male.
was Baby Fat or Sergio. He
He
just
was
wanted to
Look,
single.
get in my jeans.
What
Aaron
you want? You
Hall.
want the
I'm going all
Bible?
the way back to Aaron Hall. When Aaron Hall was telling somebody, he was telling this young lady, you can get a piece of my love, right? Not just that.
Get a piece
You
of
can only get a piece of
love.
it because the rest is for somebody else.
Hey.
And look, don't call or don't come to me asking me these questions. Don't ask me these questions. You're gonna either take this loving or you ain't. And if you ain't, go and do something about yourself because I got other places to be.
Girl, are you ready?
Hey, Tony
If
Braxton
you
was
look at all the relationships nowadays in R&B and rap, it's toxic. Nobody staying with nobody. Everybody out for themselves. Everybody trying to get the bag
and
nowadays.
that's what Manny just pointed out with this comment right here. That's what he just pointed out.
Yeah.
It's not about the meaning, but how you say it, right? Because like a lot of the lyrics right now are flat out like, let's just smash and dipset on each other. We don't have any emotional ties. I don't want to get to know you. I don't even need to
I
know your
call it
name.
Uber. Right.
Right.
I love
They
Tony
weren't calling
Braxton.
Ubers on people back in
Tony
the day.
Braxton is
But I
like one of my most favorite artists in the whole wide world. I love me
Yeah.
some Tony Braxton.
Okay, but back to the Passport Bros, right?
Okay.
So Passport Bros are guys who get passports or who've gotten their passports to travel overseas and find them somebody, a traditional woman, because the women in America are no longer respecting or giving into traditional values. It goes back into exactly what we were just talking about. They want the bag. They want to be wined and dined. They want the world, but they don't want to give anything in return, right? They want to be the boss bitch. They are the creme de la creme of the woman who isn't doing anything, but you get everything. One of the lyrics that sums it up is, "I don't cook, I don't clean."
But let me show you how I got this ring.
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna finish it. So there's a group of men. There's a group of men who have gotten the passports, and instead of looking for dating or reaching out to women in their home country, primarily America, they're going to other countries. Now, these countries are not the most well-developed countries in the world. They're not the richest. They're I don't want to say third world countries, right? Because I think
Third
that's
world country, but you can find a gem out of.
right. So they're going to other countries looking for quote unquote traditional women to bring back and be wives that they're looking for and they want. So that's the passport bros. What's happened here recently in our community, and when I say our, let me throw this out here. So when I say our, the black and brown community is actually to me one community. We are the same thing. We're cousins. There's no difference in the black and brown community. This includes Polynesians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, anything from South America. They are actually a part of the our diaspora as well. As
It
much
depends on where you're from, though, as well.
now Spain, I don't include Spain, but all these other
No,
like
I'm just saying, like, look at you in Cali, black and brown beef in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big stigma. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown beef in Cali.
Cause I'm like, Angelique, like seriously, I'm like,
all right, so okay, my bad.
if you
There,
can't
we'll come
handle
back
an
to that
American,
topic, and then
just
we'll
say
have
you
one of
can't
my
Okay,
handle an
other brothers
American
come on and
woman.
talk about that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Just say
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't handle an American woman. I mean, don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go over here because they are more womanly. They
But,
are
but
they.
say that again. Why to say that again?
If you can't handle an American woman, just say that. Not even handle. But if
Okay,
you,
all right.
but if
'Cause-
you can't love us in all of our American glory or whatever,
Oh shit, that's actually a really really good point. That's a really good point
I
because we
mean,
do have an American culture that we all play in too, regardless of the shade that you are. We actually do have an American culture, and a lot of the world, most of the world, doesn't like the American culture because unfortunately it's been sold and defined as arrogant, cocky, boastful, so on and so forth.
And at
But
the end
mhm.
of the day, you're not being true to your origin. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like if you
yeah,
Americanize someone, so yeah.
right. So I don't know about y'all, but I got my babies here with me, and I'm in the house. I'm comfortable. I don't have anywhere to go right now. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm hanging out. I'm saying that because we've been going over an hour. I ain't got to work in the morning.
My iPad is like on 18%. I've been looking at it. I'm like, I'm hoping I make it through the whole thing. But
So,
I'm gonna grab
so
my
is it a
charger.
slap in the face to their mothers though? Just because a person doesn't want to date someone who doesn't look like their mother, is that a disrespect to their mama?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting back to. It's not the superstition realm, but it's the stigma
Tradition.
that we've been. It's tradition. That's what I'm saying. That's the tradition. That's what I was getting to. I've
And
been
to
told.
me, though, it's the whole thing. Like, if that's your preference, by all means, that's your preference. But don't project onto me that I'm a certain type of way and that that you don't like. Okay, I might not be your cup of tea, but and
No, no,
that don't make me a bad person. That don't make me unwifeable. That doesn't make me,
Mm,
correct, correct. But
I might not be what you were looking for, but I might be everything to somebody else.
sure.
it's not necessarily what we looking for. Like we'll go to them realms that what I'm saying. Like our mother would tell us as black males. Our mother would tell us, don't bring such and such in our crib. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. 'Cause
Respectfully,
I've been told that straight up and out.
don't bring such and such in our crib. So we'll date within our realm, and then our mama come back and tell us like she not right for you.
Hmm.
Like I mean, times she not gonna be right for me before I gotta make it right. You see
Well,
what I'm saying? And then you sending me out here to say, look at our schools. Like take the schooling system. You get me out of the city, away from all the women that you want me to date, and you send me out here to a community where it's different, and
assimilation.
I'm experiencing just pure joy and happiness. You know what I'm saying? Outside of my community, I meet a current. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful to me and my who I am and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, in my life.
Okay. All right.
And that's very interesting because the black boys were definitely going for the white girls, but y'all didn't see the white boys doing that with the black girls. Period.
That's not
But
true.
but not true.
That's
But the black
Y'all
girls
did?
that
Y'all
yeah.
y'all started no.
Yeah.
I'm speaking on I'm speaking on the black girls being in the community. And the same thing that my mama thinking that the young black males are doing, the young black girls out here doing as well. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want me to go over here, but you want me to stay in this realm right here, which we speaking on
Because she
our
sent
parents
you out
thinking.
there for education. She didn't send you out there to be hoeing around.
Oh,
But
what did you call it?
why do you call it hoeing around? You know what I'm saying? I could
What'd
be
you
doing the
call
same,
it?
but
Oh
I'm
my
doing the same thing. But I'm doing the same thing in my community. You see what I'm saying?
God.
I'm doing the same thing in my community. I'm hoeing around, as you would call it. I'm
I
hoeing
can
around in
see
my
I can see
community.
why you would say that,
And
because
I mean, I'm not even saying it. Hey, Jerron, I'm not even saying that hoeing around is a bad thing. See, y'all didn't put the word hoe and gave it a bad stigma. I'm just saying that's what you were doing.
I mean, understandable. I mean, how the stigma come about is what it is. But my uncle told me I'm a single black male. I'm single. That's the key word he's singled in on. I'm single. I ain't tied into nobody. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
so
So
what
I'm
we
hoeing
can do,
around the black community and I'm hoeing around the other communities. You see what I'm
every other,
saying? As a single black male, because I'm single. I'm not tied to nobody. So go ahead, Jake. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you didn't. You good, because I don't disagree, but I don't agree with you wholeheartedly. Like I think there's several different things that are in play with this, right? So
We're good,
first
Jerron. How are
off, what
you?
one of the things that we got to acknowledge is sometimes tradition can simply be toxic at the end of the day. That's why I'm a non-traditionalist. And the
Okay.
traditions that we've garnered from our parents and from their parents and from their parents, from their parents, from traumatic experiences, after a while, the trauma is forgotten, but the actions are continued, right? The trauma can be worked through, but the actions are continued, which will eventually and essentially bring you full circle. So, Dr. Umar, like Dr. Umar be going in on some shit. I listened to Dr. Umar and I was like, man, this dude is so much like he's
Oh my
Kanye.
God.
But dig, right? If we're at the end of the day, like first and foremost, what we tend to forget about, regardless of the color of our skin, is that at the end of the day, we're still human. And we all are having a human experience. A lot of these things that we are experiencing comes through different region, different area, so on and so forth. But the heart's going to want what the heart's going to want,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially if it comes to something that's not familiar. Like, so if we go out and we date somebody outside of our quote unquote the fictitious world of race,
Mm-hmm.
if we
But what's
weren't
that lady
taught
name? What's her name?
Jane
The
Elliott,
yes,
I know who you're
all one
talking about. I
race.
saw it in your face. I saw it in your face.
We're
So
all one race.
if you fall in love with somebody that's not your same skin complexion, and you weren't taught these bad behaviors, you weren't given these horrible isms,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be okay. But
You can
because
flow.
you were given and you were fed a lot of the bad isms, behaviors, so on and so forth, and not to negate America's history, there does come a bit of a clash of being able to date somebody of a different race. I was watching Moesha last night. I fell asleep to it.
I used
As
to
a matter,
love Mauricio.
right? And I was watching an episode where there was a white guy that was attracted to her, and she tried to go out and she tried to date him, and people were on both sides. Black people were offended by their relationship, and then they went to another place, and white people were offended by their relationship, and they were good together. They would have been good together, but all these other external factors and forces forced them apart because of what they would have had to deal with because of these other folks. Now, her dad told her, laughed at the relationship. Actually, he laughed at the relationship earlier on because he said this won't work because you're black and he's white.
Mhm.
But again, at the end of the day, and the honest to God's truth is, we're humans. If we weren't the same species, we could not procreate with each other. We are living in and experiencing various different isms that play a part in a movement of separation.
So back to what you were talking
That's
about,
not
these
normal.
passport boys. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, if I was about 19, 20, they could have signed me up. I'd have been down with that. Hey, what? Going overseas, getting
Wow.
different. Boy, sign me up. Where I sign up at? I see your face, man. Sign me
What
up.
you got, Wawan? What you got, Wawan? We listening. We listening. What you, what you thinking, Cuzzo? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
My name on the dotted line. Boy, I put my John Hancock in. They just, hey, I would have been so naive and so, we going where? Messing
Yeah,
with what?
so I agree
Doing
with
what?
that because I need some melanin against my skin too.
see,
Sign me up.
so thank you, Fatty.
Oh my God. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Why?
she would have hated. She would have talked about it, but
As
the way
many single, eligible, great American women here on this here continent.
that's too much. It's a different wine and
What's
dine.
too much about
I
it?
can,
What's too much
I
about
can, I
it?
can wine it. I can wine and dine a woman overseas, and I can wine and dine a woman here in the States, and it's totally different.
Different how? Is it
The
not the same ego?
the appreciation factor. You know, first and foremost,
Okay.
Wow.
Hey,
the
let's
appreciation factor.
get into that. Let's get into
Because
that.
a lot of women over here in the States feel entitled to stuff. They feel like they are accustomed to stuff. They feel
Why?
like
But why are they? If you're
it's
gonna
the
say,
American way. It's the American way.
and I see your expressions, I understand it, I got it. I'm not against your expressions, and I'm not disagreeing with you. But the question, if you have a feeling of entitlement, why? It does. And so I absolutely agree with that. It does sound predatory.
Because it's a
It
privilege.
does sound
You know what I'm
controlling.
saying?
I agree with
It's not a privilege. It's a standard here in America. Like you can go overseas and men have 4 and 5 wives. Over here, we don't do that. We shun upon that. We have one wife. We have one family. We have one way of thinking. One system.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? As opposed to the world where everywhere in the world is multiple ways of thinking on aspects of life. You know what I'm saying? Like we agree with you on this, but
So you mean to tell me you can't afford one wife in America? You think you can afford 10 somewhere else? Get out of here.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, actually
No.
you can.
No.
Actually, you can.
I'm just talking about the customs in other countries. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the customs in other countries. So as an American man, knowing that I'm entitled to just one wife here and I can go overseas and get multiple, man, sign me up. Stop it. What are we
I feel
talking
like
about?
you're just looking for something easy.
Holy
and if it ain't
cow.
something easy, then
Listen, I know
That's
the
the
rest
way
of
of
this song, and I know this song, and I don't disagree with the rest of the song. I'm gonna just say that.
why are we making as men, we are so simplistic. We are so simple. We are
no, y'all
simple.
not.
Yes, we are simple.
No,
We
y'all
got 3
not.
things on
Y'all
our
claim,
mind. We
y'all
got
claim to be simple, But it ain't nothing simple about y'all. But go
I'm
ahead,
not
So
simple.
continue.
I'm
put us in a
Continue.
situation. So put us in a situation where we ain't gotta do too much. We gon' we gon' flourish. Put us in a situation where we don't have to do too much. Over here in America, we have to do too much.
And here's the other aspect of that I've also taken into consideration, because this is the opposite of the comment that Angelique said, which was, it sounds like they want these women because they're easily to control. However, are you simply saying that a submissive woman is a person that's easy to control because she doesn't have the intellectual ability, stability, emotional intelligence, the character or the wherewithal to simply be a woman? Are you pulling away her womanhood because she's decided to be submissive to this person?
And the
And why do
BS comment saying that women want to be men. That's not what we want. What we want is a
That's what
man
we
to be
got
a
here in
man, so that
America.
allow us to be a woman.
well
That's what we got
how
here in
can
America.
so
Go
here's a
ahead, dude.
question,
Go ahead,
right?
dude.
Here's a question, because that's something that I've often heard and I've often wondered and questioned, just thinking about both sides of this coin. Because women will often say, I will be submissive and I will be a woman to a man who allows me to be a woman. Well, how can a man stop you from being a woman?
If he's not holding up his end of the bargain.
But how does that stop you being a woman?
You still have your role or your
And
as
I'm
a
doing mine and his too. So I mean, just because it
that's
does not
America.
make
See
me
what I'm
not a
saying?
woman.
So that's
Oh,
America. America nowadays the women are more men like the women are more playing like them roles or just like the gender roles have changed pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm independent. I don't need nothing for this. I don't need
Wow.
nobody for this.
and smart women
That's
know that that's not the truth. We know that
but
we need.
but a lot of the smart entrepreneur, a lot of the smart, they lonely then. They're
Oh man,
lonely.
that's a Kevin Samuel statement.
They I mean, if you trip over, they're lonely because a man can't meet so many expectations
Just
that they're
because
already
they're
doing.
not just gonna take any bullshit,
What?
any mediocrity.
So
If you handing out mediocrity,
that's why I say the roles have
why do you
changed.
expect greatness when you only giving mediocrity? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
We not downgrading y'all. We not, you
It
know what I'm
doesn't
saying? We
make
not
sense. Make it
downgrading
make
y'all.
sense.
So and I can't make it make sense because I'm struggling with both sides of this. And the reason why I struggle is because I understand the angst that it could give American women. Now, notice I'm not trying to point out a race of women. However, when this conversation is being had, the
But I
majority of
did.
women,
I
That
pointed
comment
it
was for
out.
dirt.
okay,
I pointed it out.
well, even if you pointed it out, the majority of women who get upset
Just off the statement.
about
Just off the statement
yeah,
of like because I was speaking on me from like my mother sent me out to
sure.
a predominantly white school, you know what I'm saying, and telling me not to bring nothing home, but she didn't like nothing in the community, you know what I'm saying. So that was my statement. I brought that out.
All right. But the
So
majority
what
of
if she
people
can't
who
have kids though? What if she can't have kids, but she's like she has everything else?
she's still a woman. I mean, I
She's a woman.
I'm like, but what if I'm like, some of us want like 5 kids, but if she can't have kids, does that make her less wanted? Does that make her not a hot
No, no,
commodity? Is she
that's a
damaged
conversation.
goods?
Yeah, no. That's a conversation we have amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Where we can see, where we can thrive in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's what the whole thing come down to is relationship. You know what I'm saying? How you bond with certain people outside of your community and outside of just who you are. You know what I'm saying? We all different.
and again, so I just wanted to introduce this topic as a future in-depth conversation that we can continue to have throughout 2023, because I don't think it's going anywhere, first off. Right. I think it's something that we should look into and talk about. And if there's grievances or agreements with for conversations for or against it, we should have those. We should talk about it because there are some things that I understand why men would do it and be like, you know what, I'm not dealing with these goddamn American women.
And I'm only speaking from the male's perspective. That's all.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah. I wake up every goddamn day. I'm making breakfast. I'm going to work. I'm coming home. I'm making lunch. I'm going back to work, and she on this god daggone. She's in the internet. She's in these internet streets, and she's social media and it up looking for a bag. But she ain't bringing nothing to me. She's not helping the relationship, right? She's not. What's the value that she's putting into this? So I'm finna go elsewhere. I'm finna go to another country. I understand that point. I also understand that
With
the
my pen
honest
and prayer, sign me up.
God, don't sign me up for
Well, I
it.
let love looking at Wanda's face when we
But there are, and this
This
is
is
one
a
of the things
podcast.
that
They cannot see my face.
this is one of the things that I agree with Dr. Umar on is he said that as far as the world is concerned, black women, melanated women, uh, are the majority. So why would I need to go and date someone outside of that? Now, when you say a person of melanin, you're talking about tons of different quote unquote races. Melan Anyone who has melanin, right? From Arabic to Asian, African, so on and so forth. So why would I need to go outside of my race to date somebody
yeah,
worldwide?
like I say, that was
What's up,
Wanda's
Rick?
perspective. I gave you my perspective. You know what I'm saying? What else, sis? I gave you
Hey,
my
Rick.
perspective as a black male on why I think we choose these routes. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on the black female.
I'm sure
So
your American black wife.
say that again with my American black wife. But my first wife was white. You know what I'm saying? And I dated a ton of white
She was
girls
still an
before my first.
American.
I done dated a ton of white girls before my marriage. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just something that I was just speaking on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just rambling about. I had knowledge about why we did this stuff. Too. I was, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to
17,
figure it out.
18, 16. I was 16, 17, bringing it. And I'm still having this conversation with my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I'm
mm.
saying, she can't come pick you up here. Wait, why not? You ain't like, and this what I'm speaking of. You ain't like the other two that I brung her, blacks from our
Not
culture, from
black.
our from,
They
from our
were
culture, from our
blacks.
community. What I was supposed to say?
I'm
African
meddling with you.
Americans.
I'm meddling with you.
You know what I'm saying? I brung two African Americans to the crib that you didn't like. Told me they was not good for me and not good for you know.
So was Auntie talking about like they weren't good for you because of the type of person they were?
They was from the hood. They from the community.
That don't mean that they hell. We from the hood. Damn it. That don't mean
Correct. That's
you
what
know
I'm
that
saying. That's
we
what I'm
we ain't
saying.
you ain't for
So how
everybody.
do
Everybody ain't for you.
so how do you draw that line in the sand on who good and who bad? You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
You can't.
Yeah.
And that's my whole argument. You can't.
Girl.
You don't know who good for people.
It's so it's a tough discussion.
That
Uh
should be our first conversation at the New Year. I mean,
that's what is
our
that
wins as one segment. Because we didn't talk about a ton of stuff that we should include into. Man, we got a ton of stuff written down already that we need to talk about.
Yep.
We
I,
got great conversations. The bloodline should just be at the top of everybody's charts.
so
Right now,
let's
anyway.
let's ask a quick question and let's get
Go
a
ahead.
we ain't even got to do a poll. It's just a quick question. And I think the boundary lines are going to be drawn. Um, do we think passport bros are predators?
Yes.
That's a yes for Wanda.
No,
That's a no for Dirt.
It ain't no
And
different than
You
going
giving me
down
real
to
R. Kelly vibes right now.
nah.
I am.
It ain't no different than going down to Atlanta for Freaknik or something like that.
Oh, snaps!
You just
You see
going
what
there
I'm
to have
Wow.
a
saying?
good time. You ain't going there to
Okay,
look for no wife.
That's a
that's
whole black community. That's
that's
a whole
actually
black.
a very
You're not going there
relevant
and look.
point.
You're not going there to look for your wife. You're going there to have a good time.
But it's a relevant
Well,
point.
so that's what I'm saying. You're not going to have that is a relevant point. They ain't necessarily going there to have. Why are they going there to see who? You see what I'm saying? Who they vibe with? That's the whole thing of Freaknik. Freaknik, you going down there to party, but you vibing with them. You don't know who. You don't know if you're gonna leave with your future wife from Freaknik. I seen
Hey,
the post
Yes,
today.
you do, because y'all be like, "Oh, I smashed on the first night." That's definitely not wifey material.
No, I seen
I
the post
disagree.
today.
I
I seen the
disagree.
post.
Go ahead,
I
cuz.
No, are
disagree.
you
I totally disagree.
serious?
Let's come back to that in a second because I
I
disagree.
totally disagree. I totally
Yeah,
disagree.
what you got
I
there?
Okay.
What
seen
was
the
you about
post
to say,
today.
cuz?
I seen the post today. It had Trina. It had Kiki Wine and like two other chicks. Freaknik 95.
Woo!
This is your gospel vocalist. You see what I'm saying? And Kiki, this is your gospel vocalist. She went to Freaknik in 95.
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. The freakiest chicks are in
Zoe, when you
church.
say the disco, are you talking about a club or are you talking about
Y'all don't
is
listen to
that
me
what
right
y'all
now.
call the club?
Freaknik is the biggest club festival of all time.
It was. I thought they brought it back.
They brought it back.
They
Yeah,
tried.
They tried.
tried.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot what I was about to say.
We were talking about smashing on the first date and then not being wifey material.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I disagree
I
with
do
that.
too, but I'm just saying most men think
Well, I
that
think
it's
as you get older, progressively, you'll understand that just because you smash on the
Smashing on the first night is what it is.
it's what it
Smash.
is. Exactly. It's what
Cause
it is.
you ain't smashing on the first night if you ain't had a couple cocktails and you ain't had a couple, you know what I'm saying? You ain't feeling
Oh,
good and
I don't
you
know, because I've. Hey, y'all might need to go to y'all room for this.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Them
I
first
don't
night
know.
sessions and always been in a club type setting. You know what I'm saying?
I've been on some sobers. I've been on a few sobers, and it was just a quick realization. Like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and skip to what we're here for. And I wasn't the one to introduce that aspect of it, but I was a willing participant. Like, yeah, all right, okay. Well, you know what? You're right.
Women got more body counts on the first night than men. I can tell you that.
Ooh,
Cause ain't no men taking no woman home if she ain't allow it. You know what I'm saying? So women got more body counts on the first night than men.
I don't disagree with that, cuz.
I'm gonna sip my tea.
Yeah, you're gonna get that because that's some bars right there for sure. I don't. It's hard to argue. Wanda, you're thinking you're trying to figure out how to argue with
Ain't
that.
no first night without the woman. Can't no man have a first night without the woman. Don't matter how raggedy we look, how trash our game was. If we can smash on the first night, it was because of the woman. Y'all can take her strikes from her or whatever y'all want to do with the woman, but ain't no man doing what he doing without the woman.
I'm finna switch
Wanda,
to
you
my
on here?
phone because my tablet about to die. Yeah, my
Oh,
tablet about to die in a minute, but I ain't gonna get on her yet. I'm just waiting until
okay.
my tablet die.
I think the idea.
The body count ain't equal. Body count ain't equal. Women got more body count than men.
I think so, but I think the idea that just because a woman smashes on the first night means that she's not wife material. I think that's a false ass standard. I think that's a very fictitious standard.
What if she coming from a tragic situation? What if she coming from
I'm
a divorce?
good,
What if she
Manny.
coming from
I'm just saying there's a lot
first
of
night
it's
for
a
most
lot of
men can be
BS flying around here, you know.
And yeah, and we
I
are creeps too, Wanda. I agree with you on that. So most first nights, like how many men have slept with a woman from a funeral or a birthday party or you know what I'm saying? A wedding or name it.
Okay, I can see a wedding, but funerals and
one of my
birthday parties.
Funerals at a vulnerable point in a woman's life,
That's sad.
everybody crying at the chapel. Men,
I,
women, children,
I think
everybody
that
crying.
I think that's a little bit of a different situation because that's manipulation. That's vulnerability, understanding vulnerability and moving in a manner to go on and instead of just like having blunt force trauma to the situation, being like, you know what, I had a good time with you tonight.
What's different than a wedding then? What's different than a wedding? A woman there, is she
No,
vulnerable?
I'm talking about weddings also. I'm not ruling weddings out of that. I think those like certain situations are a movement of manipulation. Not saying
I'm
that
talking
it's
about the first.
manipulated by a man or a woman or either party because both people do it. I've seen women that have gone into play. I done hung out. Some of my best friends that were women have gone into places like, nah, G, don't wait for me because I'm finna pull something out of here. Well, how did you know that? We ain't even got to the
I'm,
place yet.
I'm talking about them first nights.
Yeah, I'm talking about first nights too,
Right.
right?
No
So
matter what the situation is, them first nights can be memorable, they can be pleasant, they can be a
always
lifetime.
to make sure that I'm remembered. I am unforgettable. Just throwing that out there.
I see what you did right there. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Always unforgettable.
We are
Always.
like at an hour and a half, y'all. Let's let these
Okay.
people
All
go to
right.
bed.
Let's end it.
I
Let's
know,
end it.
right? All
Let's
right.
take
So
another shot before we get off.
deal. We'll do the last shot. Last shot of the year, first shot of the next year for the family podcast, family bloodline podcast. My bad. Been one hell of a year, great run, and we will be looking forward to doing more things with Pristine Angel, with Sun Valley Greens, ECAS the Pro, Manny
So
Lugo, Alonzo,
you gotta
all of
teach
y'all.
me how to
We
win.
hey,
I'm trying to
yeah.
try to get my putt together. So you gotta help me out. You hear me?
Yeah, we pushing forward, progressively. We got a lot of things that are going to be happening, and
We do.
We just gonna keep
we
moving
like
forward and keep
everybody
progressing.
for being a part of what we're doing. Yeah, thank y'all everybody for being a part of us, being a part of the family. Let's continue it into the next year. Before we actually no, I'll let y'all go so we can start our final words of the evening. Wanda, I love how you do that. I've been trying to mimic that. I can't. It don't work for me.
I don't
My
know.
wrist
I
don't
can't do
work
that
the same.
shit either, bro. All right, something like
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So where you at? Where you at, Zoe? Tell me where you at. Zoe and Cali too.
I think he's
No,
in
he in shot.
Chicago.
He up in the
I
shot.
mean, man, you 3-4
Yeah.
hours away. I'm gonna tap your DM. I gotta get
Yeah.
out to Cali first though. I gotta go out to
Yeah,
mess
he's
with
in
cuz out.
Chicago.
My
not
daughter
gonna
out
be
in
here.
Cali too, so we trying
I
to
ain't
get
gonna be here. I ain't gonna be here too much longer.
whatever. Cuz I'm flying out to Cali to mess with my daughter.
For sure.
I'm gonna get with you. I ain't came and visit you yet. You know what I'm saying? So well, we came in Texas, but
Yeah, that was
outside of Texas,
amazing.
that was years ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to get up with you.
for sure. All right, let's hit our final thoughts.
All right. Well,
Say it in
don't
Spanish.
forget. Let's see. Now you put me on the spot. I can't say don't forget yet. I don't know. But anywho, don't forget to brush your floss, everybody. Free, share them all the time, all right? Forgiveness, love, and life. Do it.
I dig it. So going
Respect your
into the new
people.
year, Hold on,
Okay.
girl. Give me a second. Going into
Yeah,
the
you
new year,
feel me?
Wanda, what you got? What you got for the people for the new year?
I'm just gonna be a better me, a better version of me, more just like that's all I can be. Leaving everything that I feel like was holding me back. And but I know everybody hates this saying New Year, New Me, but it's definitely gonna be that. So
Facts. My bad, Dirt. What you got, Cuzzo?
Just love your
Houston,
people,
Atlanta,
man.
Vegas,
Stop the evil. You know what I'm saying?
we at
Respect and love.
2%. Come on, I'm at 2%.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, we just heard, man. Just showing love. New Year, just show love, man. Just be respectful for your people, man. Give them their flowers while they're here.
For the new year, what you got for the new year, cuz?
You know me, man. I already think I'm the most loyal person on earth. I'm gonna continue to be loyal and just show my elders. Like I say, I ain't gonna let them leave here without showing them their flowers. You hear me? That's my new year.
Amen.
I'm gonna let my elders know that love them, support them, because they always supported us, and that's
Can
it.
do.
All right.
Sure,
Sounds
I'm gonna
good.
do that too. I guess for me, as always, just make sure we interact with each other. With a little more grace, a little more mercy,
Mm-hmm.
kindness, and love. And remember that we are all, at the end of the day, we're all going through this life experiencing something as humans. We are all,
Mm-hmm.
it's the human experience that we are having. So make sure that you become the reflection of love that you want and you want to see in the world projected. Be that,
Yeah.
regardless of what anybody else is saying, doing, or feeling. You be that. You don't have to give that away to anybody else. You be who you are. And so for the new year, it's a kind of making sure I define who I am and making the world act accordingly and not submitting or yielding over to the definitions of the world. I don't want to be that, and even taking in consideration what Dirk was saying, making sure that I give my elders the love and respect and kindness that they deserve and make sure that I do my best to help them out whenever I see them. And continue to push and hurl us forward, and enjoy what we're doing because I think we've got something special. We're doing something that a lot of people haven't been able to continue to do in the world of podcasts. We are in several different countries, multiple actually all across the United States of America. You know,
1%.
yeah, we got a real life show. We have real life topics, and we're not here to sugarcoat anything for anybody, but we are here to have real discussions and to be honest with each other and open with each other, and just meet each other on what Freemasons call the level. And make sure that we all have invested intricate value within and for from each other and respect each other as we all deserve. So that's all I got.
You going first in the new year on everything.
Every time.
You going first. When we kick off this new year, you going first on everything, Jacob.
All right. So in the wise words of Russell Simmons,
There you go,
everybody.
Cuzzo.
Shots first.
We got
Shots
these
first.
guys. Come on.
Shots first. Let's
Let's
take these
do it.
shots first. Hey, happy
All
New
right.
Year,
Happy
bloodliners.
New Year.
And we
To the
thank y'all.
bloodline.
To the
Love
bloodline.
y'all.
Got you, Juan. I got you. I got you. All right, you gotta unmute yourself. You still muted?
Yep.
There you go. All right, what was you saying in the who? In the wise words of what? Go ahead now.
That's you,
Can't hear
Wanda.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. In the wild words of Russell Simmons,
Oh, she muted
God
herself.
bless you and good night.
Okay. Can't hear you.
You got your finger up there.
All right. In the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.
Good night.
Happy New Year, family. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, fam.
Oh man, I forgot. I got to put it on this so we can.
Yeah.
Outro. One time for the one time.